So last year, you felt that Diddy should be let out on bond.
Correct.
Okay. You still feel the same way?
Yes.
I actually agree with you.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is when I said it last year, I went viral. People saying, "Oh, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other." And what I hate about people is a lot of times people don't read. They don't read the facts. They don't read the court documents. They don't read what's going on. All they see is what the press is saying. Diddy, what he got convicted of was pretty much prostitution, hiring prostitutes, right?
Right.
That's pretty much what he said.
Male prostitutes at that.
Right, male prostitutes at that, right? And what I say, if anybody in any case has ever hired a prostitute, even if they brought the prostitute over state lines, they would get a fine, a slap in the wrist, and a misdemeanor. What is the difference between Diddy and them? Because that's all he was found guilty of. He wasn't found guilty of the RICO. We're not talking about domestic violence.
Yeah, sex trafficking.
We're not talking about
dismissed.
anything else.
Yeah.
We're just talking about he got found guilty of hiring a prostitute and traveling over state lines, right? That's it. Why is he in jail that long? Because if this would have been anybody else, they'd have been out with a fine. And I think what they're doing is they're just trying to really embarrass that brother. And it is what it is. Now, I'm not saying the stuff that he's doing is right, but what he was found guilty of, I think he should have been released.
I called it. I was on the red carpet for the Hollywood Unlocked Awards. Shirley Jew was interviewing me. And she's like, what do you think will happen? I said, he's going to beat the RICO. He's going to beat the sex trafficking. He's going to get found guilty, prostitution, maybe get a slap on the wrist. Mm-hmm. She's like, why are you saying that? I'm like, this is the reality of the legal system. Diddy does not run a RICO.
No.
It is not the mafia. It's not the mob. It's not some big scam operation that's skimming money in exchange for shipping 10-year-old girls and so forth. And that, he has this legitimate business. He likes to spend his money jacking off while dudes are banging his girl. That's pretty much it.
That's right.
His lawyer said this is the only man in America who's in jail for hiring male prostitutes right now.
Truth.
What's your relationship with Diddy?
I don't really have a relationship with Diddy.
No? Yeah, I mean, I've interviewed him before.
He's been to the Breakfast Club before a long time ago. He did a Ciroc program with DJs. But outside of that, I don't go to his house on holidays. I don't go to his house on parties. I don't call it Christmas or Father's Day.
Yeah.
I just see what's wrong and what's right, regardless of who that person is.
How much time do you think he'll get?
I think time served.
Really? So no jail time at all?
I think he'll do time served.
Here's the problem, right? Because Judge Mathis was on my show. Mm-hmm. Now, you and I are just bootleg lawyers.
Correct.
This is an actual state judge, right? So he knows more than all of us. He said the problem with the sentencing is going to go down to all the stuff that the judge saw on the stand. Now, yes, he beat all the charges, but Diddy could get 20 years, 10 years for each prostitution charge.
Correct. And
the judge has the discretion to say, yeah, these charges are no big deal, but all the beatings and the blowing up of the cars and the attacking of women and so forth, to me, is heinous enough to give him a maximum sentence. And since it's at the judge's discretion, there's nothing they could do to appeal that. Because you and I have been through the legal system. Mm-hmm. Discretion, when it comes to a judge, is a motherfucker. It really all comes down to the judges. Yes, you have a jury sometimes, but the jury doesn't decide the sentencing.
Right.
The judge does. So that person is damn near God when it comes to your future. So the beating of Cassie, the videotape, and look, Diddy was a domestic abuser, right? Roger Bonds has been on my show multiple times. He's let me listen to audio recordings of other people that were describing the situation. You and I could agree Diddy beat a lot of women, right?
Only one I seen was Cassie. Only one I seen.
Listen, Roger was there when what's the name of his first, his other baby mother? Kim Porter got her nose broken by him.
But this is the thing, right?
One of my ex-employees was there when he threw a laptop as hard as he could at one of his assistants.
When these people say this and they do interviews about this, does it ever make you feel a way that, why didn't you say something back then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have sisters, we have mothers, we have daughters, we have wives, we have grandmothers, we have women in our lives. So why do you say something now and not when the actual incident ever happened? And if you don't want to do it because you don't want to lose your job, why not make a phone call and be like, yo, this is what's going on? I couldn't stand there. There's one of the women that work here, right? Vlad, if you punched in the face, I couldn't just sit here and be like, all right, well, Vlad, I'll see you tomorrow. Like,
Right.
That's just not in my character. I don't care how much you were paying me. You're not paying me, but I don't care how much you're paying me. It's just certain morals and values that we have to have. You know what I mean? So when I hear all these stories, it's like, whatever. Because
Well,
you had an opportunity to possibly,
Yeah.
if you seen it with Kim, if we'd have stopped it during Kim, it might not have never happened to Cassie. It might not never happen to the next person. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, yeah, we all right, whatever.
Well, look, my former employee who saw it, what are you going to say? I saw Diddy throw a laptop at another employee and he missed it. He missed her, so I'm going to report that. There's nothing really to report in a situation like that. He did ultimately leave. He no longer worked for him. And you and I are speaking from a certain financial level that other people don't have. Yeah, you could call the police on me for punching my female employee and you go back to your, 6-7 figure job, whatever, you're fine. But for example, I asked Roger Bonds that exact same question. It's like, look, I'm out of prison over a murder that I did, right? I got no other options. This guy is giving me the only job I could realistically get at the type of money and also all the perks and the travel and the access and so forth. If I say something, he's going to instantly fire me like I've seen him fire everybody else. He's got a kid. He's got to support himself.
I get it.
I'm not saying what he did was the right thing, but you can kind of understand it to a certain degree, right? You have to say, okay, I can see why a lot of people just remain silent because, man, people don't give up these types of jobs. It's not like I quit Walmart because I see my manager slap my assistant manager. These types of jobs, once you lose it, and then you feel like, oh no, Diddy's going to start calling people, tell them not to hire, oh yeah,
No, I get it.
It's a thing. Like
I get it.
blackballing
I get it wholeheartedly.
is a thing. It's not
get
a
it.
total thing in the music industry, but it is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it wholeheartedly, but I couldn't stand there and watch a woman get punched in the face because the first thing I would think
I
is,
feel you.
I think that would be my mom's. I think that would be my daughter. I think that
agree.
would be
I
my
couldn't
wife.
do it
You see what I'm
either.
saying? I just couldn't.
I couldn't do it either. But if I'm
that's
fresh out of prison, and this is my only source of income. There is
get
no
it.
plan B. I'd have to seriously think about it. I think most humans in my position might actually be quiet.
No, I get it, and I'm not talking about Roger Bonds. There's a lot of people that have popped out and said, "I've seen this, I've seen that."
After the fact.
I just don't know if I respect it as much when you should have said it a long time ago. Don't talk about it now when the man is deep in trouble right now. You know what I mean? But that's just how I feel on shit.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that once Diddy gets out, he'll get back to like doing shows, being loved and so forth? Or do you think at this point, Diddy just has to just fade off into darkness?
No. I think Diddy will, after a couple of years. One thing about our community and our culture, we forgive fast. like it is. Like, you know what I mean? Once something happens, people are forgiven and then they get right back to what they're doing. It's gonna take a little time, and I don't think Diddy I don't think Diddy would want to. I think the first thing he gonna do when he get home is he wants to spend time with his family. I mean, think about it. He missed his daughter's graduation. I'm not sure if they go to college, but he missed his daughter's packing. His daughter's going to school. He missed his son's stuff. He missed the baby stuff. I'm sure he didn't see the baby walk. So I think he has a lot of things to focus on first. But I think if Diddy comes back with I want to change and I want to be different, I think our community will forgive him and you'll see Diddy back to where he wants to be.
See, I actually disagree with you.
Why?
I think the first thing Diddy's going to do is have another freak off.
You think so?
I know so.
You think so?
I know so.
I don't think so.
How do I know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I know. I interviewed Don the dealer. I interviewed like 5 male escorts. Don the dealer was the one that was with him, and I mean he started with him and Cassie, but then he started doing him and Daphne Joy. In fact, Daphne Joy's first threesome, well, not really a threesome, freak off, I guess, because Diddy wasn't really doing stuff with her, was with this guy Don. And after Diddy's homes were raided, and he knew that there was a grand jury and so forth, they were still having freak offs with him and others.
Yeah.
They just raided your home. You know there's a grand jury. You know it. We all know how grand juries work. Once the grand jury starts, you're getting arrested at some point.
Right.
It's easy to get a grand jury indictment.
Right.
It's a one-sided argument that can last for months. Oh, let's bring some more evidence. Oh, that's not enough. Okay, give us another week. Diddy's lawyers aren't present at grand juries. It's
Right.
a one-sided argument to a group of people that say, okay, yeah, that's enough.
If Diddy was smart, he would chill with the family, but I think he'll move differently with them freak offs.
how do you move differently at this point? I mean, like, what
You can't
what do
hire
you do?
people. You can't pay people.
You can't. I mean,
Because a freak off's illegal?
no.
They're not. It's the fact.
But he's being, well, I mean, technically they are. If you're hiring a prostitute,
But if he's not hiring, but if he goes to I don't even know where they go. Where they go, a nudist beach and find somebody?
Swinger clubs.
They go to a swinger club. Like, it's not illegal to have somebody's man come on you. That's not illegal, is it?
No.
He's just into it. Now, because you're not into that and I'm not into that, that's his own thing. He go to a swinger club, he can live all day, he can enjoy himself there.
Well, he was supposed to go to a swinger club this one time. One of the male escorts was talking about that. And he was going to be camouflaged and have masks. But they said, oh, no, I think they'll recognize me here. So they ended up not going.